Welcome, Dr. Sampurna Mehta to PhD Catalyst.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for giving time to PhD Catalyst to discuss your PhD journey. We are very happy. To start with, uh, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. I am Dr. Sampurna Mehta, and I have started my career in Mumbai in 2001 in sales job. And prior to my professional career, I have in my qualification I did my MBA from Devi Ahilya University, that is in marketing. And prior to that, I completed my BSc in physics from Dhanbad. I am basically from Dhanbad, Jharkhand. So when I started my career in 2001 in Mumbai, I my job was in sales. Then in 2003 onwards, I got a job in operations and marketing in education sector. And after that, my journey it inclined in towards the in the education industries. So currently, I am working with the Sasmira Group of Institutes. Basically, Sasmira is an organization established in 1950 at Worli, Mumbai, and it is an approved body of Ministry of Textile, Government of India. Sasmira has basically two verticals. One is textile related activities like testing of the uh, textiles, then the manufacturing of textile, that is for demonstration part and for teaching and say for education purpose. And second one is the education vertical where I am handling as a I am working as a marketing head for the Sasmira group in terms of its branding operations. This is my additional responsibility that I am handling in Sasmira. Basically, I am an assistant professor in Sasmira Institute of Commerce and Science, and I am working here since 2016.
So, before you started your PhD journey, you spent some time in marketing, and
Yes,
then
yes,
you joined the academic life. So,
very true.
what motivated you to do PhD or research?
Sir, actually, I started my career in education sectors in non-teaching profile as a administration or head or maybe say registrar in different verticals, but non-teaching only profile. But when I joined one of the management college affiliated to University of Mumbai in 2011, that is at Science GNVS Institute of Management. There I was working as an academic coordinator, and I was in touch of uh, different or various visiting faculties, and they are from different industries, different colleges, but big tier one colleges. So that motivate me to do something in academics, and they also encourage me towards academics. So I remembered Dr. Brigadier Nag. He was our chief advisor of that particular institute. He always motivated me, why not going for your PhD? What I do for after PhD? I am not I don't want to go in academics. So but then if you do academic because your inclination is more towards academics. That is one thing. Second is that there was a person, Mr. Dr. M.G. Sirhati. He was the dean of Mumbai University, and few years back, he was working with the academic heads in JJT University at Rajasthan, and now he's retired. His age is almost 80, 85 years. So he is one of the ideal person. He encouraged me and motivated me to put that is PhD. And how I interact with that person, because he was appointed as a convener for our LIC. LIC means the local inquiry committee. Mumbai University, what happened? They have a inspection every year. So he was a convener, and being the admin head, I was interacting with him for taking some say date for visit or some other operational activities. So in that way, I become in connection with that sir. So he motivated me, and definitely he only uh, helped me a lot in terms of completion of my PhD also till end. And luckily, or maybe say fortunately, he was the internal member at the time of my viva in Mumbai University. I was not knowing, but when I received a letter that internal member is from Mumbai City is Dr. M.G. Sirati only. That is luck.
Okay.
So that is the way how I started my career, and I joined in 2015 December as enrollment in Mumbai University. and completed in PhD my 2021. Because of the COVID, it was delayed for 1.5 years or maybe 2 years. But I was submitted my thesis in 2019 itself. But
Okay.
Viva took place in 2021 September.
Right. So to enroll yourself in a PhD course, what
Yes.
steps you took? Like you appeared for some entrance examination,
Yes, sir. In Mumbai University, what happened? There is some PATE examination that is known as that is eligibility
PhD
test.
entrance test.
Yeah,
Yeah.
PET entrance test is there. So I appeared for that. That time it was that is two levels. One is first half and second half. First half is objective, second half is subjective. So I appeared for both. Actually, I completed my PATE during 2011 also. But
Okay.
that time I was not able, and the validity of that particular entrance examination for 3 years only. But that time I was not very much focused. When again I given my PATE in 2014 and I cleared again, and that second time when I cleared, and that time I was getting a motivation from other academic persons also that I given you few names. So this way I started my journey, and when I went for few research paper publication or maybe the presentation in few of the tier one colleges like I am Indore, I am Kasipur, IIT Kharagpur. So that time it was a spark uh, in me, and I was more inclined towards PhD. I already taken admission in 2015, but when I presented my first paper in 2016, I am Indore, April. So it gave me a spark. And then I fully focused on my PhD that I have to complete within the deadline, whatever given by the university, that is within 2.5 years, 3 years. And that way I started my journey for PhD.
Right. So one of the key component of PhD is selection of guide, and I think you already mentioned that few people already motivated you. So who was your final supervisor for the
Uh,
PhD journey?
Sir, in my case, when I have taken admission in under Mumbai University, in Mumbai University we have a few research centers that were approved by Mumbai University, that is affiliated management colleges. So my research center, it was Oriental Institute of Management, that is at New Bombay, because I'm staying in New Bombay, so it will be more convenience for me in terms of taking some sort of academic support from the college. So that's why I have selected that particular institute. So in the beginning, the director of that institute and then moment what happened, the approved faculty of that particular research center mm, are only appointed as a guide, and that will be allotted to the students. We can't take from our own choice. So that time, Dr. Bandkar, he was the director and he was my guide also. But unfortunately, after 6 months of my admission, uh, due to some health issue or maybe heart attack, he died.
Oh,
So there for few months, for I think 11 or 10 or 11 months, I was not able to have any guide because all other guides they have already that what to
allocated to
say,
other
no, strength
students.
has been
Mhm.
already full. It's not
Correct.
vacant.
Yeah.
Uh, Luckily, one of the guide, Dr. Sridharan Menon, he he's one of the candidate has just completed the PhD, and that time one seat has been vacant, and I was allotted that particular uh, guide, that is Dr. Sridharan Menon. So I did my PhD under his guidance, but when I submitted my thesis, but Viva was still pending. But during the COVID, unfortunately, my second guide also expired in COVID.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
So at the last time, what it's very matlab in Mumbai city, some now the guide is not there. So at that time, from the same college, Dr. Raghavendra Bendigiri, he was just ap- given the approval for PhD guide just 4 months before when Dr. Sridharan Menon was died. So what I did from the university support or what university supported me, ki Dr. Raghavendra, he became the caretaker to complete my Viva process. Because in
Okay.
Mumbai city, but he is not our guide because he is already allotted the seats. What are the
Right.
number of students they have allotted? So he just taken care in terms of my completion of the Viva at the end moment. So you may see how, I mean, you may see there are three guide. he has guided me for my PhD completion PhD.
Absolutely. And I assume, like everyone, your research topic must have evolved over a period. So initially, you might have thought about a certain topic, but then you finalized one particular area within that. So how was that experience of coming up with a research topic for your PhD?
Actually, since I was working with management college, so I thought my skills and my say role is more in management colleges or education industry. So I will select some topic related to my profile only, so that will be helpful in my career growth also, and where we can utilize in future as maybe a consultancy basis that can be help after PhD to me also. So that's why I've taken my topic as a role of accreditation in enhancing B school brand. This was the topic that I have taken, where I have taken the I did my study that in Maharashtra. That is my area of study. It was complete Maharashtra. How many management colleges are there? And I have included all three mode of management program. That is PAs, so that is MMS, MBA, and PGDM. So I have analyzed that what are the factors that influence more, or maybe help in terms of taking a decision to the students for joining any B schools. Like I've taken certain parameters, like what are the parameters to improve the quality? Like you may say as a placement, infrastructure, faculty, then the location is also one of the factors. I mean, from the city side, whether it's easily accessible from the city or not. These are certain parameters taken by me during my study, and I found that academics, that faculty is one of the key part that will be given priority in terms of selection of the B schools. So since I was in management college, so I selected this topic, and it was also appreciated by guide also, and I've taken the suggestion few of the my known senior persons who are in academics. So they
Okay.
suggested me, yeah, you go for that. And because in future, maybe if you want, you can help the other B schools or other societies in terms of their accreditations, or maybe NBA or other sort of say ranking part. Maybe you may encourage, or maybe encourage the other B school, or maybe help the B schools in terms of their rankings activities. So that's why I selected this topic.
Correct. So I think based on your past experience as well as after talking to experts, you have
Mhm.
reached to this topic.
Absolutely right, sir.
After your research proposal approval, what steps you took before, let's say, you arrived at your mid PhD journey point?
Sir, actually, what in Mumbai University, when I got my approval of my topic, there was slightly changes in my topic. Whatever I submitted earlier, there was certain uh, changes that have been recommended by the university to make some changes in terms of the my proposal that I did, and then finally it was approved. After that, I start searching for what to do. I've said my topic has been approved. Then I've taken the help of few of my experts who are in the academics. Like I've given you a few names. That time when I was working with Sasmira College 2016, then that time Dr. Ritu Bhattacharya, she was the director, and she helped me a lot in terms of motivating me to make my journey successful. So her
Okay.
contribution is also a very effective one. She encourages me to write a research paper, and also she helped me in uh, proofreading my final thesis also. And not only this one, he also encouraged me to participate in different conferences, because she has an experience of more than 25 to 30 years. So I taken her help also. So this is the way how I started my journey, and I attended few of the conferences. Then you may say that time I was collecting few of the documents from the different sources, maybe say website, or maybe say different journals, library. I try to. There was a newspaper, there was a magazine, University News, that is published by UGC. So it helped me a lot in terms of completion of my PhD, because it is basically a uh, that is journal based on your education part. and
Okay.
education system of India. So that's why it helped me a lot in terms of making my literature review, or maybe say introduction part, or maybe encouraging to have a certain points, matching with my topic.
Right.
So I
Right.
refer that particular magazine regularly.
I think one of the key challenge that many students face is with respect to writing papers for conferences or writing papers to research journal. So before enrolling into PhD, were you having some kind of experience of writing research papers, or you started writing the research papers after
Uh,
enrolling into PhD?
See, before writing research paper, since I was working in education industry management college, so from college side, it's a compulsory that we have to submit a paper every year. But
Okay.
but it was not very much effective as per, or maybe it's not satisfactory level, if you ask me. But
Okay.
since we have to do, so with the help of some other senior faculty as a co-author, or sometimes maybe as a main author, I published few of the papers. But actual writing of the research paper I've started only after enrollment of the PhD, because that after that I came to know what is the importance of each and every components in the research paper, like abstract, then you may say the literature review, or you may say hypothesis, why it's required, what is the meaning, what is the main role, if not, then what will be the repercussion. So that I came to know only after enrollment of the PhD, because that time till then I already learned a lot of things from different sources. So I have that basic ideas I gathered, and then I
Right.
started writing means I started writing, say, good journals,
Okay.
or maybe good papers after enrollment of PhD only.
Okay. Okay. So, did you attend any coursework when you were enrolled into
Yes, yes,
PhD?
yes, yes. There is a minimum coursework that has been taken care at the center only, research center. It is a compulsory that you have to complete that minimum hours of the coursework, and after that there is an examination, and on the basis of that exam, the marks has been submitted to the university. And after,
Okay.
in every 3 months, we have a regular continuous evaluation part also. How many papers we have published, how many conferences we have published. That is that report I have to give to my guide,
Okay.
and that
Okay.
guide has to submit to the university.
Okay. So, coursework basically helps in creating foundation for your future research journey. We can say
Absolutely
that.
right. Absolutely
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Now, coming to your research topic and research proposal, you must have thought of following some research methodology like qualitative or quantitative or mixed
Right.
methodology. So, which methodology you approached for your research topic?
See, my research work is more on quantitative data.
Okay.
So because my sample size, my topic, it was related to B schools. I mean, I have to find it out what is the role of accreditation or ranking system in terms of enhancing the brand of the B school. So I've taken my sample size to all the stakeholders who are concerned with the B schools, like student, maybe the admin or directors, I mean the employer or of the B schools, then faculty members, then corporates who come for the placement activities, and parents. These are my sample size. So uh, since it's a quantity based, so it can be easily say quantified. So my
Correct.
research basically based on the quantitative data. So that time I have taken near about 726 was the sample size from student side, and is- faculty it was near about 176, and B school near I've taken near about 80 or across the Maharashtra. This was my sample size that time I've taken. So that is that quantity based.
Okay. And one step back, like how many papers you have referred or read for doing literature review for your topic?
Near about approximately 60 to 70 of the
Okay.
quality research papers, as well as few of the articles.
Okay.
And what I was doing, I tried to collect all those journals, or maybe say, maybe in the terms of say articles in a particular format, and I just copied some in some folder. And when
Okay.
I started writing my papers, I am taking the inputs from those folders. It
Right.
may be either in form of journals, it may be in form of articles. If it's in form of articles, I just copy it all in a single Word file. And
Okay.
from there, I extract wherever I require some help.
Right. 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 So multiple people have different
Yes, yes,
methodology
yes.
to store their data, store reference papers, and so on
Absolutely
and so
right.
forth.
I
And there
actually
are
I also that time I made a Excel sheet when I that helped me for your references also, literature review plus references both. Whenever I refer any journals, when published, author name, what was the topic, and what was the output. Similarly, maintain an Excel sheet, and then
okay.
Excel sheet helped me to complete as my references also that I'm taken for references, and that particular Excel sheet helped me for your literature review also at the right at the end when I compiling my report.
Okay. Okay. So you finalized your research topic, you did literature review, then you also finalized your research methodology. After that, you collected data from almost 700 plus respondents.
Right.
Did you follow or did you used any softwares, tools to analyze data?
Sir, I did my analysis in SPSS
Okay.
and Excel. These were the two technology that I used while analyzing my data.
Okay. 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 And how difficult or how what you say what methodology you followed to compile all information into thesis, so you have to write chapter 1, chapter 2. So was there any particular way of writing, was there any schedule for you?
See, before compilation of my data, all the information I gathered in different folders. I refer few of the thesis at University of Mumbai also. They have a huge library at Kalina campus. I used to be there and I refer few of the thesis. Then when I went for conferences at IIM Indore and IIT Kharagpur, there in their library also I refer few of the thesis and written my the chapter. Not only this, from that website, I referred on the website that is Sodh Ganga. So from there, a lot of topics and that thesis are there. So I
Right.
referred those particular chapters also. And accordingly, with the help of my guide, I reframe my chapters and complete
Okay.
my thesis.
Correct. So that's a good approach, Dr. Sampurna. Uh, I think PhD is more of a solo journey, but getting help from peers as well as friends helps a lot. So, what are your thoughts on networking or collaborating with other researchers? Did you find it useful, or
Mm.
was it a tough challenge to collaborate with other researchers?
Sir, if you ask my suggestion, without networking, without guiding from experts, apart from your supervisor, it's very important. In my completion of my PhD, I have taken the help of near about 10 to 15 of my friends.
Okay.
And when I went for some conferences, my main objective was to make networking. And I used to take their contact number, email ID. Even I remembered the the judge, or you may say the track chairman who was at IIT Kharagpur, Dr. Dharmendra. He was from Delhi, so he helped me a lot. So we at there in Kharagpur, IIT Kharagpur, I presented my paper. It's a thesis only under doctoral curriculum. So there I discussed with him when we were at the hostel in night. So he helped me a lot in guiding me, taking it ahead through email, sometimes through telephone. In some cases, in analysis part, he given recommendation or maybe given the contact of his own friend
Okay.
staying at Jaipur. So the via media. So then I taken the help of that person also at Jaipur.
Okay.
So this is the way how I have collected information or maybe say help from different sources. Not only this, I have taken the help from one of the employee of TIS, Tata Institute of Social Science, in terms of analysis of my data.
Right.
That is the Mr. Sudhir Kale. He is also one of the key person in help me who helped me in terms of guiding me in terms of analytical part.
Right.
So without networking, without support, without say blessing of your peers or networking, I think it's not possible, because not only this guidance, but they also give you a motivation and sort
Correct.
of confident to moving ahead. That is the main thing. As you
Absolutely.
saw that, as you said that it is a solo sort of activities or solo sort of program. So definitely to make it speedy or maybe in a speed way, so that experts or maybe say peer or that networking is very important.
Correct. I agree with that thought. So, before we conclude our discussion, if I ask you, like, what was the main challenge that you faced throughout the journey? Was it related to literature review? Was it related to research methodology, or was it related to data collection?
Sir, major challenges what I faced is the data collection.
Okay.
Since my area of study is complete Maharashtra, so I used to be out of say home or residence, that is from out of Mumbai, for many times. Maybe when I started collecting the data, maybe say after in every 15 days, 20 days, I used to be sometimes in Nagpur, Solapur. So with the help of some other friend or maybe who are staying there.
Right.
So this is one of the challenges, not only in terms of the time, it also in terms of the pocket. That is, there
Correct.
is expenses involved while going there, staying in the hotels, or maybe sometimes when you be with go to some relative, then we have to take some sort of
Yes. Yes. Yes.
hospitality also. This is the way how
Correct.
the expenditure is also there.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that is the major area challenges that I faced. Literature review definitely is there, but that was manageable
Okay.
because it is under control. How you manage that literature review, maybe you have to be go for slightly hard working sort of that in terms of, but in literature review my suggestion is that ki if you are referring any literature or maybe you referring literature review, you try to note down those particular article you read or you collected so that it will help you later on. It's
Correct.
not that you are referring the literature or maybe the thesis or maybe some articles. Immediately we have to note it down. So
Correct.
whenever you want to refer, at least you remember. So this was one of the big challenges. Earlier I was confused, but when I started systematically, I thought it is the best one. And believe me, that particular notebook that I prepared helped me to complete my references of my thesis.
Great. Now, after completion of your PhD, how you are planning to continue be in touch with your research topic, or are you now exploring little larger area for your research and future publications?
Uh, that since my topic is related to B school and their ranking system, so my focus is that I utilize my that skills and my learning in say enhancing the quality of the B schools, or maybe as in maybe in form of say as an employee or maybe in form or as a consultancy basis. What are the parameter, how we improve the quality of a B school, how we have to enhance the satisfaction level of the parents, satisfaction level of the students, what we have to do, how the management and the faculties, big faculty is the key part of backbone of any B schools. So
Exactly.
how we have to encourage the faculty members, or how we have to say not only support, you may say how we means enhance the intellectual property of the faculties. That is a
Correct.
key part of the management. And nowadays it's a very challenge for a management to say retain their faculty members, because they are getting a lot of different options.
Yes.
So I my focus is that in future I will work some B school at a very say professional way in terms of increasing, enhancing their quality rather than just for mushrooming of the admission or maybe say degrading the qualities. Not only this, I will also try to utilize my skills in terms of the quality of the students so
Correct.
that the output of the institute will be better. That is in terms of the placement, it will improve. Nowadays, what I found, it's a very difficult to give a good placement. Placement happened, but the placement as per the skills of the students is not possible sometimes. So there may be some lack, there may be gap. So that would identify, and that gap is required to be fulfilled by the B schools, and that can be possible if you improve the quality. And for improving the quality, you have to go for some different parameters, like in terms of your infrastructure, in terms of say study to then say some sort of good quality of journals, good quality of faculties, encourage the faculty to participate in different conferences, research papers writing. These are the few parameters which can help to improve the quality of the B schools.
I think that is a very noble cause, Dr. Sampurna.
Yeah.
Now, to conclude our discussion, what advice you will give to prospective PhD students or students who have just enrolled to PhD program?
For the new PhD aspirants, my suggestion is that don't take PhD as a regular study like BCom or BA or BBA or BMS or MBA because it's very difficult. That's why we call it as a scholar, not a student. Because something, whatever we are doing, it is very much fact and say your research based.
Correct,
And it's very analytical, very logical. If we are studying this, why, when, how, there are a lot of questions arises in your mind
correct.
and you have to give your answers yourself only. So you have to take it as a very professional way, in a very practical way. And you first is that you have to create in means you have to develop your own interest towards your PhD. Not that you have to just do it forcefully because the college is demanding or society is demanding, not like that way. It's you, it's in you. How you see yourself after a PhD and why is required for you, how you help the society after PhD, because that is only then only you able to convince yourself and approve your topic. So the topic will be also depending on your interest. Because if somebody is saying it's not correct. So that's why I always suggest the aspirants to first starting your PhD journey, check your strength, where you are, and on what topic you want to go for a research work. Then you refer few of the articles, few of the journals, few of the previous theses, or maybe the website, or maybe take the suggestion or maybe the advice from the experts. Okay, this is the topic, whether it's correct or not. So because future is depending on your study, future is depending on your report, your thesis, your learning part. So you have to apply those study in future. So that's why you have to refer few of the good journals and research papers before taking the call of PhD.
Okay, okay. I think those are good thoughts, Dr. Sampurna. From entire team of PhD Catalyst, I would like to thank for giving us your valuable time, and we
Thank
hope to be in touch with you for future discussions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot for giving me an opportunity to interact with your team. And maybe my suggestion, my guidance will help the PhD aspirants to go in a proper track. Thank you very much, sir.
Definitely.